What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Marinaut podcast, the only podcast by juvenile delinquents for juvenile delinquents. I'm Anthony, and I'm a juvenile delinquent.
Yep. Here at the Marinaut podcast, we're all juvenile delinquents in our own ways.
Yeah, we're all criminals. I've committed several crimes.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, have you? No, I'm not going to ask that.
Have you committed a crime?
Yeah, what was your most recent crime? No, we're not going to talk about that. What have you guys been up to? It's been probably 2 weeks or a week.
I've been watching The Sopranos.
Yes,
Because of your recommendation, Anthony,
that's such a
that you
good
gave to me
show.
like years ago, and I never watched it. But it's so good, dude.
I
It
love
is
that show.
it's incredible, and it's really graphic, and I don't know. It's a good show. It's a solid HBO TV entertainment.
What's it about?
It's about well, it's like it's the 90s and it's like in New Jersey. And it's about like this mob boss or like this kind of mob family. And it's basically just this show about them living their lives as like, you know, mafiosos and gangsters. And they kind of live their lives as like, oh, we're not really mafiosos and gangsters. We're like trash people. We're in the trash business. That's what they
Oh
always
yeah,
say. We're in the waste business. And
waste management. Yeah.
yeah, it's waste management, and they're all just and it's basically like from the perspective of this guy named Tony Soprano, and he starts as like a capo in this big Italian crime family in New Jersey, and he's going to like a therapist because he starts like fainting, and obviously that's like dangerous for your health. You can't just faint in the middle of places
Yeah.
randomly. So he goes, and they figure out it's like nothing physical is wrong with him because he's a big fit Italian New Jersey man. There's nothing wrong with him. So they could bring him to a therapist, and basically the show is just framed around him kind of going to therapy and like explaining his kind of point of view of this kind of lifestyle that's super dangerous and like horrible. But it's just I don't know. It's really entertaining. It's fun to see like these hardened criminals like take on various aspects of life and also have them break it down for you psychologically. It's a really interesting show. And it's also got some really crazy dream sequences that I'm a big fan of.
Those dream sequences are insane. They're
They're
so
so weird.
random, and I guess I don't know. Do you think that's accurate to how dreams are?
Dude, I thought so. Like one of the very first times they do like a dream, I think it's like pretty early on in like the first season. And it's like he's like in a butcher shop, and it's like a butcher shop that he's been to before, but
Mm.
it's like everything is just loud, and there's just things flying around, and like everything's kind of normal but it like isn't quite, and everybody speaks in like a really weird way, like kind of monotone. And I don't know, it's just like I really think it nails the way that dreams are like reality but just like nonsensical, you know what I mean? Because it's not like dreams are like Shark Boy and Lava Girl. You know what I mean? Like it's not like people's dreams look like that. It,
It's
lo-
just like
it like
random garbage.
yeah, like random horrible garbage. It's like dreams are like what you take in as reality, and then it's like your subconscious regurgitating it. So I think that show does a really good job of portraying it. You just kind of have to see it to believe it. I I highly recommend The Soprano on HBO Max.
The singular soprano.
Just Tony. I don't recommend the rest of them.
I love the way he talks. He's got like a very intense. I don't know if it's New York or New Jersey. He's got a very strong accent, but he's
Oh
also
yeah.
got like a little bit of a lisp, which I find very funny.
Yeah.
I don't want to do I was gonna do an impression of it. I'm backing out right now. I don't want to
I'll,
commit to that.
I'll commit, dude. I'll do it for you. He's like, I'm Tony Soprano. That's him.
I love the way he says his wife's name. He's like, Carmela!
Carmela. Yeah. Oh, dude,
Come!
it's so good. The accents are a big part of the show. Like, it's
Oh
so
my God.
entertaining. They all have crazy accents. No offense to anybody from New Jersey.
That's like my favorite. No, it's not. It's not my favorite accent. It's one of my favorite accents. My favorite is probably Australian.
Let's hear it.
Oh no.
Okay. Australian accent. Give me something to say.
I live in Sydney and I love it here.
Okay. Sydney. I live in Sydney and I love it here.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Dude, why is that so hard? I wish I had an Australian accent. I love listening to Mr. Sunday movies. The accent just carries. They could talk about anything, and I'd listen to it.
It's like we live in a place where we don't really have a very pronounced accent.
There's not a strong accent here, no.
We would have, I guess, the generic American accent, you know?
What even is an American accent?
I think of the
don't know.
transatlantic accent that they like made up for the movies in the 30s where they're like, oh, come here, babe. Come here. Come over here. I want to show you this. Yeah. I hated it.
That's the
like that
prime
1930s announcer
accent.
voice where it's like, Johnny's going for the 40. He's running. Look at him go. Quentin Tarantino. I don't know why I said he's. Oh, well.
The Hindenburg is sinking. Oh, no, it's
the Hindenburg blew up. Look at it go.
Yeah, we should bring that back.
Crashing? I'll narrate an entire video essay like that.
I talked like that for a school project one time.
Did you really?
Yeah, I made a whole school project about like
the Hindenburg.
Yeah, it was about the Hindenburg. No, it was about like inventions of like the 30s and 40s. So like I was like a 30s announcer, and I like talked about like a microwave, and I was like, I think I recorded myself doing that accent, and I like played it in the background while I actually like microwaved things in class to like demonstrate the power of the microwave. So it was just me in the background explaining what a microwave is and what it does. And then there's actually me in reality using the microwave. It was pretty brilliant.
It's the microwave. Put your French fries in it, and they come out soggy and wet and decrepit. You don't want to eat that.
Disgusting.
They're really gross like that.
Make you Godzilla. Take one bite.
Oh, Godzilla. Good segue. You watched Godzilla Godzilla versus Kong, King of Kong.
Yeah.
The HBO Max exclusive. How was that?
It's a direct sequel to Godzilla, King of the Monsters, which you two are famously fans of.
Yeah, you could say that.
What?
Patrick loved that movie.
Well, yeah, let's establish what are our thoughts on the first 3 of the Monster trilogy?
I don't like any of them. What?
You didn't like
Godzilla, King Kong, and then the other one?
Oh, Kong Skull Island, that one?
Yeah, and then Godzilla, King of Monsters. I don't think any of them are all that good, but I enjoyed the first Godzilla. It was okay. And then that's how I would rank them. The first one, then Kong, and then King of Monsters. It's a slow decline. So with that said, how's the new one?
Listen, it is a new step in bad filmmaking. It is really incredible, dude. I don't know what to say. Frankly, it's hard for me to even come out with like a coherent thought about this movie because it was genuinely really bad. It just really sucked. Yeah, like Millie Bobby Brown isn't, and she's like from Stranger Things or whatever. And once again, which is always the problem with these movies, is the humans are horrible. They put no effort into the humans in this one, like whatsoever. This one is bad. This one is hard to like sit through. But the fighting parts between Godzilla and King Kong like aren't good enough to make this movie watchable. You know what I mean? And the CGI is bad. It's just bad. I get we're in like a pandemic and maybe they didn't have time to fix it. But dude, like there's this one shot of like a jet taking off and it looked like it was from 2004 and like somebody made it for a YouTube video, like using whatever technology they had back then. I was impressed by it, to be honest with you. Like all the CGI in Godzilla and King Kong was pretty good, but everything else was like really bad. I was impressed by that movie, dude. I think it was really bad. So that's a recommendation. That's a Marinaut recommendation. I think you guys should go watch it, and then I think all our viewers should go watch it.
It's the Marinaut seal of approval.
Yeah, that's it. So I think almost every single movie in this series is really bad, besides maybe Kong, and the first one.
I think I liked the original Godzilla more. I haven't seen it since I was 14, and I notoriously had bad taste in movies at the age of 14. But I remember liking it more than I enjoyed Kong Skull Island at the time, but Kong Skull Island is more visually pleasing to me, I think.
It's got nice colors.
It's got fantastic colors.
This one's got colors up the wazoo. Actually, I had a note about that. They use a lot of neon in this movie. Like they have this whole underground bunker that they have to sneak into in like a subplot, and it looks like the walls are draped in like neon, and it looks like a low budget movie. It's unbelievable. It looks like a fan movie. There's just neon like tubes on like all the walls and on all the doorways of this underground layer. And that's like a theme throughout the movie. The final fight is in like Hong Kong, and it's like so neon. It's like bright pink and like bright green, and every shot is either bright green or bright pink or bright blue. Or it's nauseating.
Is it bad?
It's not
good.
It's not good. I think they were trying to replicate the kind of look of Kong Skull Island with those bright colors that were so distinct. But this is bad. Neon is bad. That's my conclusion.
See, that's kind of disappointing because I really liked the way Kong Skull Island looked. And I mean, I didn't have high hopes for this movie at all. I don't think that the Monster Trilogy or the Monsterverse or whatever is like high cinema, but you kind of expect the visuals to be good and interesting. And in all the trailers, it really was that like bright neon. And I get it. I think that might have been Tokyo or Hong Kong or something. Lots of colors. But the whole movie just kind of looked like that. And oh, okay. Did you guys see the new Space Jam commercial?
No.
Came out like this morning. It looks god awful.
Really?
It had that same like they went for bright and colorful, but to the point where it's very in your face and it just hurts to look at. It's not just Looney Tunes anymore. It's all Warner Brother properties. So like the Iron Giant is in it. The Looney Tunes are in it. Pennywise is in it. I think that's a horrible idea.
Are you serious? Wait, okay, we're gonna have to take a
Yeah, do you want to watch it?
minute and watch it. Yeah.
Bro, okay, coin it. Marinaut Minute. We're gonna watch the trailer.
That's a good name for that.
Upload little 1 minute segments of the podcast.
Yeah, Marinaut Minute.
I uploaded by accident. I uploaded a video essay that I'd been working on without any audio. So I just said our editor Patrick uploaded it without an audio track, and then I said we would punish him for it. Space Jam 2? What's it called?
Holy shit.
Do you see it?
Holy cow.
And also, LeBron is just not a good actor.
He's got the same face on, like, the whole time.
Yeah. That's kind of important for an actor playing a character is to show emotion so we can connect to them. Also, who is clamoring for a second Space Jam?
Not me.
I don't know.
Did it say Hogwarts? No, Toon World. We're good. I thought that said Hogwarts. Like they were sending him to Hogwarts.
Is Harry Potter, do you think he'll be in this? Like, in some way?
Is he a Warner Brothers property?
Yeah, right? No, I don't know. Could be.
I hope not. That'd be horrible.
Who did you just say?
Harry Potter is I don't know if he's in this, but he's a Warner Brothers property, so it could happen. Okay, right.
Why would he be in Space Jam? That's so
Dude,
bad.
He wrote down Superman, Gandalf, King Kong, Iron Giant for their team members. I don't want to see Ian McKellen in this. For the love of God, dude, leave Sir Ian McKellen alone. He's ancient. I don't want to see him play basketball.
That's where we disagree, Anthony. I want to see him on the court.
The 2D animation is awful too, which is like the main part of a Space Jam movie.
It's like the Warner Brothers.
That was the Mystery Machine.
This just seems so self-indulgent. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
it is.
It's Warner Brothers. Like, look at all this. Like,
look at all the properties we own.
Nobody actually wants to see this.
I don't.
Right?
No.
I'm gonna look at the comments. Like, I gotta see what people think.
Oh, everyone's very supportive of it.
No way.
When I checked an hour after the trailer released. When I first saw it, everyone thought this looked fantastic. And I saw one comment talking about how Lolo is still attractive. So that's the group we're looking at here.
Jesus Christ.
Don't take cartoon characters and make them look real with realistic textures. It doesn't work for Bugs Bunny. It's scary.
And like, who are these other players? Like, there's like a water guy.
I don't know. But the gold one looks like Ray Fisher.
It's like a gold robot. You see that?
The gold one looks like the guy who played Cyborg in Justice League.
And what is Don Cheadle even doing in this movie? Like, who is he supposed to be?
He's
Warner Brothers man?
he's the Warner bro.
He's one of the brothers.
This just reminds me of that video game movie.
Oh,
Ready
Ready
Player
Player
One.
One.
It's like the same thing.
I'm so glad I didn't see that.
Oh, dude, I saw it in theaters.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How
Really
was it?
just bad. I don't know, man. Steven Spielberg's like movies, as of like lately, have just been so awful. And this movie is just like horrible. Like Ready Player One was genuinely horrible.
I saw. I could see the what's
Ray
it called,
Fisher
dude?
robot?
No, the mystery machine or Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo's in this?
Apparently, they're driving in it, dude.
Don't bring
Oh.
him into this. I don't want to see Scooby Doo play basketball. I
I
don't
saw
want to
Yogi
see.
Bear.
Oh God, Yogi! Stop! Don't do it. It's just why? Why do we need a Space Jam 2?
These must be like the villains.
Yeah. The cyborg guy's the villain. I think Don Cheadle's the villain too.
The what's it called in the first movie? The villains were actually like they were so well like done, you know, like how weird they looked, and like there was one that was like really tall, one that was like super muscular, you know. They were like all exaggerated so much, you know. But now these are just like 3D creatures, like water elemental creatures. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I get what you mean, Patrick. And like, I'm pretty sure in the other one they actually had like a. I mean, listen, we haven't seen the movie. Maybe this is gonna be like the masterpiece of the Space
be.
Jam universe, but it doesn't look very good. And like, I don't know, the other one just made more sense. It's called Space Jam, and they fight aliens in a basketball tournament. Like that makes sense. I don't know what this is. How is this Space Jam? This looks like Ready Player One 2.
They're not even in space. They're in like a computer server.
Yeah, they're in Don Cheadle's like mind.
It's the inside of Don
This
Cheadle's
is all
brain.
just a dream.
Don Cheadle's dream.
It's a Tony Soprano dream, bro.
Oh God.
I saw Game of Thrones as well, dude.
No, is it? You
I
mean it's in
saw,
the movie?
I saw if you go to the very beginning, you can see like the globe. You know, like the intro in Game of Thrones, like the no, not the song, like the visuals. How do I describe it? It was like the little like toy kind of.
Oh, like the Golden Globe like rotation things.
Yeah. You see that at the beginning of the trailer.
Oh,
Dude, maybe they'll like execute Bugs Bunny. Like they'll just chop Bugs Bunny's head off. That'd be kind of funny.
what if the dragon like comes down from Game of Thrones? Because it's in this too. I saw it. Like comes down and just like burns the other team, just burns everybody alive.
I wouldn't mind that.
No, dude, you
That'd be
think he's
good.
gonna do it, and then he's just gonna he'll just attack the throne again.
The dragon's gonna go in for a slam dunk. It's gonna be
Does it like a
epic.
spin? Whoosh. God.
I don't know. I'm not the right age group for this movie anyway. No, I am. Because I grew up with Space Jam. This should have been for me. Why does it look so bad?
Who is this supposed to be for?
It just didn't need another movie.
No.
Space Jam
Like
doesn't
most
deserve a
things.
sequel.
It's not even really that good in the first place.
No, it's not. I don't love it.
I think it's like a
You know-
fun movie though. It's cool.
Yeah,
I like the old like movie, like the 90s movies with like the cartoons in real life kind of thing. I think
Well,
they do look kind of cool sometimes. It's supposed to just be good for like kids, you know.
Kids would like this. Yeah, kids wouldn't get the Game of Thrones reference. I don't understand. It's got Pennywise in it. Kids don't want to see that.
What if like freaking because does Warner Bros have Lord of the Rings like stuff?
Oh, I
Yeah.
think isn't that New Line Cinema?
I think Warner Brothers is like the parent company of New Line Cinema.
They just
Oh, because they
put,
have
like,
Gandalf.
freaking Frodo in this, and it's so bad.
Frodo's like a point guard. Dude, I would love to see that. God, they had the shark from those old Boomerang commercials. I guess he had his own show. Oh God, they had the Joker from the original Batman movie. They had Jack Nicholson Joker.
I see Robin in the crowd.
Why?
Oh, I see him. Yes, I actually. Do you like that movie, Anthony? That Batman movie? What's it called?
Oh, Batman. I think it's just Batman.
It's
1986?
1990, or yeah, 1980. When did that come out?
My money's on 86.
I'm gonna say 89.
1989. Yeah, it's just called
Oh,
Batman.
Yeah, I do like it. I don't like not Kiefer Sutherland. Don't know why that's in my head. What's his name? Michael Keaton. I don't love Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne, especially that weird scene where he's like, "You want to get nuts?" and then he breaks like a jar with a cane. Let's get nuts. That seems
so
weird.
insane.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
and like the mansion or whatever.
Yeah. I love Jack Nicholson as the Joker. I love the world. I love how Gotham looks, but not my favorite Batman movie.
I like the visuals of like the. I really like that one cool visual that they go for with like the bat like plane or whatever in front of the moon. I think that's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, at the end where he like
It's
goes
iconic.
up and kind of he pauses in
Yeah.
front of the moon and comes. I do like that. I I don't think I like Batman movies.
They're not that great, most of them.
I mean, Dark Knight is like incredible in terms of filmmaking. I just don't enjoy it all that much.
Dude, it's kind of cheesy. Like, I
Really?
rewatched it recently, and there's this scene with Harvey Dent, and he's like, they're introducing his character, and he's in a law room. What is it, a courthouse? Yeah, okay, good one. And he's like on the court, and he's like, this man is guilty or whatever. And he's doing his thing, and like he some guys on like the witness stand, and it's like a bad guy, and he like pulls out a gun to like kill Harvey Dent, and like Harvey Dent like grabs the gun and like disassembles it or something like that. And he
Oh,
like
yeah.
and he like turns to the crowd and he's like, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's why if you try and kill me, you should always buy American. And he like puts down the gun, and it's like a Chinese gun or something like that. And I was like, what? It's good. I still love that movie, but some of it just is really like, I don't know, it's a little bit cheesy. It's like a little hard to get behind sometimes. And that's like probably like my one criticism of it, as I just don't think it's aged that great. But I don't know, that could just be me.
I think I just don't love the take of superheroes but real. You know what I mean? Like I would prefer a comic book movie be a comic book movie. I think for what it is, Christopher Nolan did a fantastic job balancing the comic book elements with the realistic elements, but seeing Batman in a, military grade suit with military tech, like his car is just a tank, it's cool, but I'm tired of the realistic gimmick, you know? I'd prefer he be goofy. I'd prefer there be like Jack Nicholson facial surgeon stuff, like back alley facial surgeons where they give him that smile. I like that stuff. That said, I think the Joker in that movie's a good portrayal. I like the way he's not given a backstory. He might be like a veteran. He might just be a dude. I think that's cool.
The Joker is like the best part of that movie by so much.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think about the third one then? The Joker
Oh,
in that one.
yeah.
So I didn't see it for the longest time because of the shooting that happened at the premiere. In fact, I don't think I saw movies for a while after that happened, but I think I've only seen the beginning of that movie and maybe the end. I know Robin's in it, and it's not even Robin. It's the guy with like the last name of Robin. I think it's
It's like a cop, and his last
Joseph
name is,
Gordon-Levitt.
yeah, and his last name is like Robin.
See, and that's Nolan leaning into this realistic side. I would have preferred to see. Granted, I don't want to see him wear like the green tights and all that, but I want to see Robin be Robin.
Yeah.
I like Tom Hardy as Bane though. I love his voice, like the For you. I think that's funny.
Dude, he's okay in that, and I like his like physicality of like, because it's the Nolan realistic verse. It's like Bane isn't like a giant 8-foot man with like 6-foot wide muscles. He's
Oh
just like
yeah.
he's just kind of like a ripped guy. He's just like
Yeah.
he's just like strong, but like Tom Hardy isn't tall, so he's just kind of like a regular guy, but just super ripped. And I just kind of like that about him. He's just some guy, just wearing
I
a
want to
really
see the
weird
tubes
mask.
though. I love like the juice tubes
Oh,
where
I
he's got
know.
like the Mountain Dew flowing through his veins.
Come on, that's awesome.
I do like that.
They should have had that. They should have had a little bit of that. But that's too comic booky. You see, he just needs to be a
Yeah.
guy. He needs to be a regular guy who's a little bit ripped.
Yeah, I don't know. I appreciate them what I can't speak English. I've been having such a hard time with my words. The other day I described a big spoon as a boon and I like didn't question it. I kept going with my sentence as if I'd said nothing wrong. I don't know. I'm having troubles. It's because I'm watching so much anime. Too much anime is bad for the brain.
What's your most recent anime?
Oh, good question. I think it was My Neighbor Totoro.
How was it?
I actually really like that one. That's a good movie.
Anthony's anime segment.
Okay, yeah. I'll do an anime segment. So one of the worst anime I watched was Phoenix 2772. Very old, very boring. Then we watched a show called Spaceship Battleship Yamato. I don't remember. Yamato. It's about a battleship built by Imperial Japan during World War II that sank before it could see war. And then, like thousands of years later, Earth is nuked because a lot of Japanese media at this time worked nuclear sort of messages into their pieces. And aliens are attacking, and the aliens are given like German names, so they're stand-ins for Nazis, and they have to turn the sunken Yamato, whatever, into a spaceship to go kill the space Nazis. Really
Oh,
weird. Not that good.
wow. It
Uh,
sounds kind of awesome though. I don't know.
it's a cool concept, but also
Yeah.
really weird. It feels like Japan trying to like distance themselves from their participation in the war. Not to
Oh,
be political, but Japan did some horrible, horrible things in the 40s
I've
and
never heard about
30s.
that. No, I have no idea about that.
There was one thing I was reading. There was like a scientific testing site that was doing like tests on humans, like horrible, horrible tests on humans. Forget the name of it. Unit 731.
I think I've heard of that.
No, wait, maybe this was German.
There's a Japanese one too, though. I'm pretty sure
Oh
where
no,
they
that's
did
the one.
something
Unit
similar.
731. Yeah, and it's horrendous.
Okay, that is that.
They were giving people like syphilis and having them breed
What? Jeez.
to like track the effectiveness of it being. I don't remember, don't know, don't care. Moving away from that.
Should we have a pure and war crimes segment?
Where we list their crimes?
Yeah, just list them.
We could. What's a more upbeat topic?
Uh,
Uh,
I had, since like it's been a year of fucked upness, and like I feel like none of us have gone to see a movie in a while. What do you
hmm,
guys have any like outstanding or distinct movie theater experiences that you wanna talk about?
standing like films that
It
had a
could be
good.
it has to be like a theater specific experience. Like you could only experience this type of thing in a theater, like like a crowd cheering, or like if you're seeing a
Oh,
bad movie and everybody hates it. Wow.
Oh,
Whatever,
the what's it called, dude?
what?
yeah, me too.
Force Awakens or whatever.
Oh, actually, that was what I was gonna say. I was making a joke, but yeah, no, that is what I was gonna say.
So much cheering.
I'm very conflicted on that. I saw Avengers Endgame months after it came out because I don't have a movie theater where I live. And so when I went home after school ended, I could finally see it because I was, back with the theater. And it'd been out for months, and we got to the part where Captain America, I shouldn't call him Cap, that makes me sound like a fanboy. Captain America lifts up the hammer, and everyone like, woo! Woo! Like lost their minds. Don't do that in a movie.
And months later.
Yeah, I don't know. Although when it was Force Awakens, it was cool, I guess.
Yeah. Well, do you guys remember Captain America, like Civil War? This might have just been me because I had a crazy fever that night. That was after my Shrek performance. But I remember the crowd before the movie started was like, well, people were like yelling who they thought was going to win in the crowd. And like someone yelled Batman or whatever. And like everybody booed him. Did that actually happen? Or was that a fever dream?
I don't, maybe. I can't remember. That's so long ago.
Maybe I passed out.
I remember you having a fever. And I do remember people yelling like Cap and stuff, Cap and Iron Man before the movie started.
Yeah.
I don't really like Marvel fans. Is that a controversial take?
Ooh, hot take.
It will be for the Marvel fans who watch this.
Now, hear me out, Marvel fans who watch this. I love you guys because you're subscribed to us, so you're fine. But in the current, that's a joke. In the current TV show, Falcon and Sebastian Stan or whatever, there's a new Captain America played by Kurt Russell's son, and he's kind of a good guy, kind of a bad guy. He's whatever. And fans have been like sending him death threats for taking over the role of Captain America.
Really?
He's not Captain America. No one's Captain America. This is Wyatt Russell. He's just a dude. He's the dude from that zombie movie directed by J.J. Abrams. I don't remember. Overlord.
What, they're that stupid? Like they really think he's like replacing like what's his name? Steve Evans?
Chris Evans, yeah.
Chris Evans.
Steve
Evans.
Steve Rogers. Yeah, they really think he's replacing him. And he got death threats. He had to leave social media. No. Stop.
Dude.
Did you not get Hollywood?
That's crazy. And like even in the context of the show, I haven't seen this show, and I can still figure out just using my like level 6 intuition that he's not the real Captain America, nor is he going to be like an actual replacement. It's a plot point. Like it's a plot point. It's ridiculous. I can't believe that.
I don't know, dude. It's probably... Now, this might be a hot take because a lot of our subscribers have come from Reddit. This feels like a very Reddit thing. Or a Twitter thing. Reddit and Twitter. That's where I'm going to say they're coming from.
It's dangerous. Dangerous territory.
Well, doesn't Reddit have a history of, like, bullying children? That's... Okay, wait. No, that's a baseless claim. I might edit this out. I got to look it up. Reddit. Bullying children.
Just like generally.
I think there was one isolated incident. I looked up Reddit bullying children, and immediately it came up with scholarly articles for Reddit bullying children.
Oh, the articles.
Maybe this is true.
The Reddit lore gets deeper.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe that's a this might have been a baseless claim. I'm sorry, Redditors. I thought there was one isolated incident.
Wow. Shame on you, Anthony. We only speak the truth on this podcast, and we only say what we mean, and we only talk about things we know about.
Don't come to this podcast expecting facts, news, correct opinions. None of that. We're just here to talk about movies for 40 minutes and then 20 minutes of stories.
Yeah. Sometimes we just don't even talk. We just sit here.
Can we do that? That would be the funniest. Can we do a podcast where it's just silent, or we whisper the whole time?
Yeah, that'd be really funny.
That'd be fantastic.
Just like as a prank.
Oh, we missed April Fool's Day. I didn't think that through.
Oh my God.
That would have been actually a really funny podcast.
forgot that already passed us by, bro. I had an orthodontist appointment on April 1st. That was weird timing. What if they like ripped my teeth out as a
as a
prank?
joke?
That's a really good prank. Is irreversible dental damage. Just tear out your molar.
Rip it out. That'd be great.
Teeth are kind of disgusting if you think about it. That's just straight up bones coming out of your mouth.
It's so gross. Well,
that's awful.
Let me tell you, bro. I was at the orthodontist, right? Because I need a new retainer for my mouth.
For your mouth bones.
Yeah, it's been like years since I've been to this particular orthodontist. It's the same one, but it's been like 8 years, right? But I recently lost my retainer that I need to wear. So I went in and I was like, oh, hey, what up? You know, good to see you or whatever. And I was expecting, like, do you guys remember if you had retainers, like you had to bite into this shape that was filled with like this ooze and this
like
liquid.
The cement ceiling putty?
Mold?
Yeah, it was a mold. It was like this disgusting putty, bro. And you had to bite into it, and you like got to choose your flavor and everything. Do you remember that?
I do not remember it being flavored, but I remember it being bright pink.
Yeah, it was pink. I think I got to flavor mine. Maybe that's made up. But so I went in there kind of expecting that. I was like, I'm gonna have to bite into that gross goo stuff. But like I sat down and my orthodontist just pulls out this like tiny little tool and she tells me it's like a camera and she's just like scans all around my mouth. And on this computer next to me, there's just a 3D model of my mouth being made as she's scanning it. And for a second, I was kind of like, is this even real? Like, is this a dream? Like, I didn't know this like technology existed outside of Marvel. Well, I mean, it's not that advanced, but it really blew my mind. I just wasn't expecting that. She's just got this camera on a stick and she shoved it in my mouth. And like, you know, it took like 2 minutes, but they just have a full model of my teeth and my mouth and everything. And they just like have it. Yeah, they just have it stored there. So I don't have to hang out at the orthodontist for like an hour while they look at my teeth and figure out what to do. They'll just like look at it later, I guess. But I don't know. It kind of blew my mind and it made me feel like an old man. Like I was kind of like, how does this work? Like, what is this? When she was doing it to me, I was really impressed.
I haven't been to the orthodontist in forever. I would have no idea like how much they've advanced.
Crazy.
Have I told my ultrasound story on the podcast?
Doesn't sound familiar.
So I had an ultrasound. It was
when you got pregnant.
It was when I got pregnant. Yeah, it was one of those mpreg situations.
Right.
Don't look that up. I'll edit that out. It's a horrible joke.
That's real? How did you know that was real?
From the Fairly Odd Parents, there's a bit where Cosmo gets pregnant, and the creator of the Fairly Odd Parents, something Butchman?
Kevin Butchman?
No, not Kevin. What's his name? Dave Butchman? Butch Hartman. Butch Hartman.
Oh.
Wow, how'd you know that? What the?
I don't know.
Butch Hartman is apparently very against mpreg. Mpreg, short for male pregnancy, is a plot device in which men become pregnant. It occurs with some frequency in slash and a variety in het. What does that mean? Banlore.wiki? Okay, I can't go in this deep right now. I got to get back to the... Oh, God, yeah. I'm getting off this page. Anyways, I was pregnant. No, I got kicked in the testicles. And I was having testicular torsion. I've talked about that part on the podcast. But I had to go in there to check it out. And I laid down. I was in a children's hospital. I laid down in a room with like monkeys painted on the wall and stuff. And a nurse came in and had to get like the ultrasound, like little ray gun. I don't know what to call it. It was a little like handgun and put...
The Wonder Weapon?
The Wonder Weapon. Got the Wonder Weapon. Pack-a-punched Wonder Weapon. Pack-a-punched ray gun. And put on like weird warm oil. And then had to like scan my nuts. And I had a screen next to me as if I was looking at my little baby. And I got to see the inside of my scrotum.
How what was the word? Torsed?
Torsed? How torsed was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I couldn't make out what was going on in there. It was just like different shades of blue. I couldn't see any little hands and fingers. I had no idea what was happening.
What if you just saw a
Couldn't-
face in your
It was the annoying orange. Oh god. It was Danebo. Danebo is inside my scrotum.
Gosh,
He's
that
inside all
is-
of us.
That is the worst thing to be said out of context.
Yeah, someone quote this and put it on a Marinaut minute.
Marinaut minute.
Danebo
Yeah.
is inside my scrotum.
Danebo's inside my scrotum. Do you think he's a millionaire?
He's got to be.
David Bodenheimer?
Uh-huh.
I'm
He's
looking it up.
definitely a millionaire. Like, because they made a show on, what, Cartoon Network of The Annoying Orange?
Oh yeah, with Toby Turner, Toby Tobuscus Turner.
Toby Tobuscus Turner.
All right,
I-
YouTube place bets on what you think Danebo's net worth is.
10 million.
Dude, Annoying Orange is still pulling in the views.
Is he? Is gaming
Yeah.
channels doing well?
Oh, let's look at the normal one. I don't know about Annoying Orange Gaming.
I can't find him. Tadler.com. I don't know if this is a reliable source. He made his $8 million fortune with the Annoying Orange, and he's 42 years old. Oh my god. And his ethnicity is white,
Not bad.
and he's straight. Why is it giving me these facts? I just want to know how much money he makes.
He made Annoying Orange. I could guess that he was going to be like a straight white dude, you know? Nobody else comes up with that.
Danebo's married to iJustine?
No, Anthony, don't say that.
No. This is real.
Anthony.
I'm going to the iJustine Wikipedia. He married passion fruit?
No way.
This can't be real.
Annoying Orange married passion fruit.
That's some drama right there.
Breaking news. Annoying Orange creator Dane Bodegheimer is now married to passion fruit actress Justine Ezerick. I can't find it on Wikipedia.
Dude,
Is she-
because I remember her. Like, she was a name and like a face I recognized back in the day.
Yeah.
What did she do? What was her thing?
I found a description of her thing.
Okay.
Ezerick posted a video about wanting to order a cheeseburger, hyperlink, on YouTube. It got 600,000 views in its first week. Okay. Why is she famous? Wasn't she like a tech review channel?
Like a vlogger?
Oh, maybe she was a vlogger.
Maybe all three.
Okay, Wikipedia does not mention Danebo. Why is Danebo like a redacted information?
He's off the grid.
Why is he off the grid?
It's classified information, dude.
Did they divorce? Are they embarrassed? iJustine's 37? What is happening? How old is Ian Hecox?
Dude, Danebo's 40, isn't he?
Yeah. Is this
They're
real?
millennials, right?
No, this says there is no iJustine husband. What is going on? This video from iJustine says officially married. What is happening?
Okay, I'm gonna help you, Anthony. We gotta.
I'm going to
figure
the
this out.
iJustine wiki.
My gosh, another wiki video.
I have to go to the iJustine wiki. Ex-boyfriend Ryan Wyatt. So I got lied to. I can't trust
Yeah.
anything online.
Why would it say? Why would it lie to you?
Why would it tell me she married Dane Bodegheimer? What is happening?
So I was correct in not believing you, Anthony. You see?
I've lied to the viewers like 5 times in this video. Okay,
This
this
is
says
the lie
iJustine has
video.
been dating Ryan Wyatt since 2012.
Who's Ryan Wyatt?
I guess it's her husband or her boyfriend?
I'm watching their marriage video right now.
Why did this website lie to me? So how am I supposed to know if Dane Bodegheimer is really white or straight?
He's an orange. Maybe he just is an orange.
How scary would that be if Dane Bodegheimer was just like this meat suit for the orange? You remove his head, like Scrappy Doo's in there. This annoying orange controlling it.
Oh, can you believe that? Like, okay, shifting gears.
That's a
Can
good
you
idea.
believe that Scooby Doo, well, oh my God, I can't even, I'm tripping over my own words because this is just so mind blowing to me. But in the first Scooby Doo live action movie, Scrappy Doo is like genuinely the villain in that movie. And he
Oh,
has
yeah.
like a vendetta and he has like a motivation and he wants to kill people. That's crazy.
He's a better written villain than Steppenwolf was.
Yeah, he was. And like, is that supposed to be like a joke for like people who grew up with Scooby Doo and like didn't? Because like, didn't people hate Scrappy Doo when he was first introduced?
There was famous Scrappy Doo hatred.
Yeah. So is that the joke?
Puppy power! Yeah.
Do not do that ever again. That was terrible.
Okay.
You should just do that as one of our intros next time. Jump scare our audience.
I'm gonna do a quote from the Scooby-Doo movie that Scrappy says. I want to know if you guys remember it, and if you can identify the scene that it's from. He says, either that or I'm out of here.
You've definitely said that before, but
Is that when they're in the van?
Yes.
Oh, I knew it. And they're like road
And then they
tripping
throw
and
him
they
out of
kick
the
him out.
van.
They kick him
'cause
out.
He pees on Daphne.
He's a puppy.
She says, he's peeing on me. It's right after Fred is like yelling at him and he's got his finger out. He's finger wagging. I don't know if that's a verb. He's wagging his finger at Scrappy. He's finger wagging Scrappy.
Sounds bad.
Sounds awful.
Sexual in some way.
He's mad at Scrappy. I don't remember what he says. But then Scrappy gets thrown out the van. I used to love Scooby-Doo. And I would watch that movie like religiously. That is not a good movie. Like
No.
at all.
Is the second one better? That's the real question. Or worse.
Yes, because it's got the Jeepers Creepers guy. Or no, I don't know who he is. It's this little bug-eyed monster and he drives an 18-wheeler. And it made me laugh.
Oh, but that was the exact one you were talking about. Like,
did you look it up?
As soon as you said the Jeepers Creepers guy, like I just pictured that guy that you described in my head. So let me go
Who
look it
is
up
he?
just to make sure.
I'm gonna look up Scooby-Doo 18-wheeler.
Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters.
Oh, that just came up with an actual car.
Yeah, it's this guy.
Oh, did you find him?
Yeah, I found him.
How'd you find him so fast?
I'm a quick Google guy. That's my thing.
Who's your favorite Scooby-Doo villain?
This guy.
Who's the guy who laughs a lot?
Scooby?
No, the villain.
Who laughs a lot?
Yeah, like he's like he's like an alien skull thing.
Oh, yes. He's like a spacesuit with a little head, and he does like that.
Yeah, that guy.
He does the annoying orange laugh. Yeah, I like that guy too. What's his name?
Good.
Yes, him.
That's him.
What's his name? Who is that guy? The red-eyed guy.
Let's see if I can find his name.
Teddy sent a picture of him in the chat. He's like this balding little gremlin man with these bright red eyes that glow, and he's covered in like a ghillie suit, I guess.
It looks like a ghillie suit.
He's a veteran.
Apparently, he's just zombie. He's the zombie. His name is the zombie.
Does he have like lore? Is he from the original series?
I think he's here. I've got his wiki. I've got his wiki up. The zombie is a pale-skinned, red-eyed, slime-spewing humanoid and one of the several monsters artificially brought to life by Dr. Jonathan Jacobu. What?
Oh my God.
Jacoby?
Teddy, look at his
Jacoby's
skills. Look at
machine.
his list of skills.
What his skills? I don't see his skills. I don't know if I'm on the same one.
Ooh.
What are his skills?
His list of skills include driving an 18-wheeler, according to the wiki. I think Jack found that. Shout out to Jack. Actually, maybe he didn't. Regardless, shout out to Jack. I like that guy.
Shout out to Jack. Oh yeah, here in mine it says, despite his zombified nature and inability to speak, he is at least intelligent enough to drive a truck.
Oh, there we go.
That's a good analysis. I'm glad they added that.
I remember. Do you remember the scene where they sneak into like the villains bar?
Yeah. And they're like, Scooby-Doo's wearing a wig.
Yes. He's got the wig on.
Yeah.
And they have to pretend to be villains. That scene, because I knew that they would get caught because I'd seen it before. But every time I'd watch that movie, I would hide behind my couch because I was too embarrassed for Scooby and Shaggy to get caught. Like, did you have that as a kid where like cringy scenes were unbearable for you?
Yeah. I get what you mean. I never had to hide behind my couch though.
I don't know what I was expecting to happen. I wasn't like hiding from anything. It was just so unbearable to watch Scooby and Shaggy embarrass themselves
Right.
that I would have to like avert my eyes and physically remove myself from the area.
Because what did they get caught? Like dancing,
Scooby
don't they?
dances too hard and his wig falls off and lands in someone's soup. And then the old man Jenkins, I think, or the guy who used to be like the knight maybe.
The Black Knight.
Yes, calls them out and they have to like escape.
Horrifying scene. One of the scariest in cinema.
Almost as scary as when Shaggy became a woman. Do you remember that too?
This
A lot of that
awesome.
movie was scary.
Yeah.
Like the pterodactyl guy who like dies from
Jonathan
Alcatraz.
Jacoby or whatever his name
Jonathan
was. That's
Jacoby.
Yeah.
There's one good joke in that movie, and it's when they ring the doorbell and they fall, like the welcome mat falls and they land in like a bingo cage, like the bingo ball rolling cage, and they roll down a set of tracks into the basement, and they look over and there's two other balls that already have people inside them, and it's Girl Scouts and Mormons. That's a funny joke.
I probably never got that until you just said that.
Oh, I never got it, but it cracked me up. I think one of them says like, "Would you like some cookies?" And the other's like, "Have you heard the good word?" It killed me.
That's really funny, actually.
Yeah, like, that's actually a really well-written joke.
Get on you, Scooby-Doo. The movie.
Yeah, way to go, you guys. Would you?
Two.
Okay. So we have Space Jam, and now we're getting Space Jam 2, Electric Boogaloo. It's got Yogi Bear in it. Would you watch a Scooby-Doo 3 reboot with the same actors like Matthew Lillard, the rest? I don't remember who played Fred and Daphne, but they're married in real life. Good for them.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Linda Cardinelli, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and Guy. What's his name?
Fred Durst.
Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit?
Yeah, he was Fred in that movie, I think.
Rolling. Oh, is he in that movie? Does he play the guy with this? No. But remember the guy on the island, and he's got this very 90s spiked up hair and like the sports goggles on, and I'm pretty sure they like beat the shit out of Fred.
Okay, he might be in that movie. He very much. He really could be in that first movie because that totally like matches his vibe. That island.
There's a band in it.
There is a band in it, yeah.
Oh, it's just I looked up Scooby-Doo band. It's just gonna be the Hex Girls. Scooby-Doo live action band. This might just come up with cosplay of the Hex Girls. No, it's Sugar Ray. No, it's not Sugar Ray. No, it is Sugar Ray. It was Sugar Ray.
It was?
Yeah, I don't really know who Sugar Ray is, so I'm not gonna act excited.
Yeah, good for them, I guess. Good for you, Sugar Ray.
Isn't Sugar Ray the guy who he got really mad at a fan because they called him Sugar Gay? He started like screaming at them at a fan meetup.
I haven't seen that.
That might be real. I don't know. I just like to
Could
throw
be
misinformation out there. Yeah, I'm really good at throwing misinformation out into the world. Sugar gay. What else?
Yeah, nobody knows it, but we really do just spew absolute bullshit sometimes.
Yeah, but also there's like 20 people listening. They can figure it
Yeah.
out. Just don't write a scholarly essay such as Reddit bullying children. That's a
Scholarly
real
articles
source.
on Reddit.
Reddit.
Yeah.
God. Do you think there's gonna be scholarly articles about the impact of Reddit in like 30 years?
I hope
Yeah.
not.
There will be.
How Reddit, because Reddit, like, sometimes
How Reddit
Reddit's,
saved the world.
how Reddit saved America. Reddit put Joe Biden in office.
Oh God.
They could have.
I think so. I definitely think there will be all kinds of studies and scholarly articles about the impact of social media and like the internet on just the world.
Well, there are some already that are just like, internet sucks, or social media is horrible for like your mental health. And that's
Yeah.
it's a very obvious thing. That's why I don't really use it. Subscribe to us
God.
on Twitter. No, follow us on Twitter. I
Yeah.
don't use Twitter that often, as you can tell. But maybe there'll be like the benefits of Reddit. Reddit is a place for people around the world with similar interests to come together and build community and bully actors like Wyatt Russ. I don't know if they did. I don't know if they did. Don't quote me. I'm sorry.
Was it Reddit? Yeah. That seems like a Twitter.
Twitter also has a tendency to do that kind of
They
stuff.
both do that stuff all the time.
That's so true.
Well, it's because it's just our
God.
generation. No one's on Facebook. So it can't be Facebook. And Instagram's just for posting pictures of yourself.
Facebook is like its own crazy organism. It's its own thing.
I'm just
We're not
scared of Mark.
inside. We're not on the inside. We don't know what it's like. We don't know how it works.
I remember being so excited to get my own Facebook, and I think I posted 2 things ever. One was me saying I like tacos. That was my first post.
Good
'cause
post. It's a good starting off point.
Well, I had to test the
Test
the
the
posting
waters.
feature. To test the waters. I had to dip my toes in. So I went with a classic 2013 random equals funny joke. I like tacos.
Mm-hmm.
And I followed that up with a picture of Teddy, I think, being slapped. Or Teddy slapping somebody.
Oh, I know exactly what picture you're talking about.
Yeah. And then there were 2 other posts on my wall. One was someone requesting they be unbanned from a Minecraft server I participated on, and me telling them to ask the admin because I was the peacekeeper. And then someone wishing me a happy birthday, and I never responded to that message. They wished me a happy birthday for like 2 years after I had stopped talking to them because I'd switched schools. I didn't know. I had no idea they were messaging me because I never looked at Facebook.
So sad, Anthony.
I know I'm a bit of a Casanova when it comes to women and the internet
And Facebook.
and Facebook. Me and Mark Zuckerberg are flirting all the time.
Is this Markiplier again?
No.
It's come out.
No.
Podcast.
Every podcast.
Literally every podcast. I was gonna say, do you remember Kevin's confession yesterday, Anthony, while we were playing Halo with him?
Is that the one that made me laugh really hard?
Yeah, well, that they literally, he and his like buddies, because I guess I can talk about Kevin. He's like a podcast name now.
Oh yeah.
But-
Well, he's coming on in a couple of weeks.
Oh yeah. So Kevin went to like the sister school that we went to. It was like it had the same name. It was just like a different location.
Yeah.
And there was like a rivalry between us because we thought they were like, I don't know, evil, and they thought we were like evil. It was dumb. We were both like fine people. We all sucked a little bit.
It's middle school. We all did.
Exactly. And us at our school, we had our own Minecraft server that we played, like the 3 of us and our friends, and we would play on that server. And somehow, I guess, Kevin told us this yesterday. He and his friends at the other school got on our server at one point, which was a survival server, and took all of our diamonds and then jumped in lava and got rid of them. And I never
So
knew that.
what a horrible thing to do.
I
You
know.
don't grief and well, okay, Patrick, I don't want to turn on you as we are podcast co-hosts. But you were the worst when it came to Minecraft. You would always blow up people's towns. The Las Vegas Strip incident, the Iverstead incident,
the Las Vegas.
the windmill
Strip
incident.
That sounds like those memes where it's like the troll face one. It's like this blank incident with the troll face on it. That's what I immediately thought of.
Yeah, Jack made a very funny. Patrick's brother made a very funny version of that, referencing surgery day. It was like a very ominously like gray and blue filtered photo of a high school gym that just said the surgery day incident of 2021 in May 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, our friend was building like a 1-to-1 model of Las Vegas or New Vegas from Fallout, and Patrick nuked it. He built like an underground bomb system and blew it up.
So awesome.
And then he spawned lava over my windmill, my survival mode windmill.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone built a like Iverstead or Riverwood from Skyrim that blew up too, suspiciously.
I wonder who it was.
Actually, that might have been you, Teddy.
There's usually two suspects, you know? It's either me or Patrick.
You guys are griefers. You're trolls.
We are. Well, okay. I had a plot blow up like a whole, and it might have been Iverstead. It might have been that one. But
You
I
had
got
an underground
caught.
system.
Yeah, I got caught with, and I was put in the gulag. I was put in jail, in Minecraft jail. And you guys like actually built like a sky prison for me, and you forced me to stay there, and I had to like write in a journal. I like wrote my manifesto for what I was gonna do when I got out.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure I just blew up the town as soon
you're
as
the
I
one
got
that-
out.
Maybe you posted on my Facebook wall asking to be unbanned.
That might have been me.
Because you got banned frequently.
What was the airship incident?
Oh, the Zeppelin, the Hindenburg.
Hindenburg.
It's crashing. Yeah, you burnt down a wooden airship, Patrick. Or no, maybe that was Teddy.
No.
Somebody.
Oh, I do know who this was. Okay, so was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the same guy who
It's
built the
always-
Las Vegas Strip.
It's always the same guy. He had built this
the airship.
giant wooden airship. Like it was huge. And I had my computer, and like in those middle school days, sometimes people like your buddies would gather around and watch you play Minecraft. So I had like two or three of my friends around, and one of them was like, "Oh, here, can I borrow your laptop? Like, can I just walk around and look at his airship?" It's like, yeah, go for it. And he takes it, and he immediately starts setting it on fire, just like irreparably, just like running around setting it on fire like everywhere he can. And then he hands it back to me, and like I wasn't even watching him. I just trusted him so much. I didn't assume he was going to do that, but he set fire to everything and like just handed it back to me. So I think my first reaction was I immediately like got rid of the flint and steel in my inventory, like jumped out of the airship and then logged off. And I just was like,
try to hide the evidence.
Yeah, I was like, I have no idea. I don't know. I wasn't there.
I remember this being a whole, like, we went detective mode. We were taking it very seriously. Like, the admin called together the peacekeepers, those who had been given the title, and was like, who burnt down the airship? We found flint and steel at the scene of the crime. It's horrible.
Did you ever find out it was like me / the other person?
The person who had done it might have admitted to it, but I'm not sure. But I remember that being a very big controversy.
There's a lot of unsolved crimes in Minecraft Town.
Well, yeah, it was probably you guys. You can admit to it. I was playing Halo with Teddy last night, and Teddy would shoot me anytime I was walking ahead of him, and I couldn't see him. He would just fire at me and team kill me. He hasn't changed. Don't let him trick you into thinking that this is the past. Teddy is
Still
still
a
just
troller
like
at
this.
heart.
He's a troller at heart.
We've never grown out of it.
No, nothing's changed. He's still a little troll. It was horrible.
And on that note,
Yeah, it's probably a good place to call it a day. Thank you all so much for listening. If you want to hear us talk about Mpreg, false facts about Danebo, and trash talking Redditors more, subscribe.
Yeah. Hit the like button.
I hate doing outros. We're done.
Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Hit it.
Hey guys,
hit the like button.
Please. Guys, please.
Hit it. Hit the like button.
Guys, please.
Leave.